Alright, so let's get it through a league. I have never played this deck, it never felt particularly appealing to me. So let's see. We could try one Fading Hope for science over one of the Volcanic Spites. Volcanic Spite actually kind of a lame of a card, costing 2 mana to deal with a creature. It doesn't really deal well with creatures that are more expensive. You a rare deck that doesn't play Chandra, literally unplayable. Well, we're gonna find out. I like that. Tastes good to me. If I lived in America, I probably would be obese. You don't trust the electricary nonsense? Well, I don't have electricary in my sideboard. Do I or my SO own a car? I live alone right now, without any significant others. But I do have a car. I rarely drive though. I don't drive on a daily basis. I mostly drive when I go to Magic tournaments. Is it a fast car? It's a Peugeot 208. It's not particularly fast. The fastest it gets, it accelerates pretty slowly. And the fastest I was able to get to with it was probably 170. But it starts to feel like it's gonna explode afterwards, so. It's I'm not a particularly reckless driver, but at least I don't think so. Maybe I am. 10 people lying about sugar in their coffee. Yes, I'm a child, by the way, yeah. This is like the Nathan For You campaign for the toy Doinkit. If you don't own a Doinkit, you're a literal child. Canimobile. Yeah, it's not exactly that, but similar. 208, that's the model, yeah. Did you watch the rehearsal, Kani? I did finish the rehearsal yesterday. It was pretty crazy. I enjoyed it. I watched one episode a week ago and then I blasted through the rest yesterday. Should I discard Magma Opus to make a treasure? I don't know. Should I play my Fable and to make disappear? I don't know. Can make it so that they can play their Fable. Incredible show? Yeah, it was pretty great and kinda, not funny. Not funny like Nathan For You necessarily, but thought-provoking, I guess. You need so much sugar to make coffee taste good, so I just don't bother making it taste good, yeah. Let's say I make a treasure. You should watch the Nathan For You finally. What makes you think I haven't watched it? I've seen both the... Like, I finished Nathan For You and then I went for the rehearsal. But that was also a great episode. It was also similar vibes to the rehearsal, yeah. Kind of throughout the show, like you could see that the concept was kind of evolving, like in Nathan, right? Kind of like entertaining the like meta content about where does the reality finish, where does the show start, was pretty cool. Admitting you watched Nathan For You is admitting you did a crime, because Nathan For You is not available legally in Poland. Yeah. The only people who actually have no sugar in coffee are Italians drinking straight espresso. They down the shot and then grimace from the intense bitterness before declaring it was delicioso. Yeah. Most people I know drink black coffee with no sugar. How can you ever know this? Like, they tell you that that's what they do. You don't actually know. This got Spikefield, Hazard, and maybe Otawara too. I want to be able to cast creativity on the treasure. So I need to keep a red source. Do I destroy their Gearhulk? Probably not, doesn't make much sense. Because they get a Gearhulk, so that's not good, right? I mean, it does get rid of a Gearhulk, but they get to divide by 0 my Gearhulk, but that just doesn't really do much. 4 damage. 2, tap your Fable and your Gearhulk. Draw 2. Alright, that's it. You ever seen a tapped Fable? Well, no more. I never managed to enjoy black coffee. It's too watery. I don't know how to explain it. Well, it just sounds like it's watery. So we'll be able to copy their Gearhulk, and I don't have a removal currently. Yesterday I tapped the Invasion of Ixalan. Was it fun? Jezu, no jakieś gówno. To nawet nie Olsen. Nawet nie Olsen. Removal? Aj. Aj. Bro, this deck sucks. Well, but my point is we're playing the mirror. Casual attack. It won the Valencia tournament. Has to be pretty good. Can I have divide by 0 under the second, underneath the Gearhulk? They could also just proactively copy to attack for 10. Prismari. Meme Saside, I really enjoy good cappuccino without sugar. Okay. What's a cappuccino? It's a word I hear a lot. I don't actually know what's cappuccino. Włoski napój kawowy z dodatkiem spienionego mleka jest szczyptą sypkiej czekolady lub kakao dla ozdoby. Steamed milk, okay, makes sense. Do you like coffee flavored candy? Chocolate or anything? I guess. Coffee, ice cream, yeah, this type of stuff. Eclair au café is a great French pastry. I don't like that too much. I think I prefer, I don't know. Like tiramisu, is it coffee flavored? Tiramisu is pretty good. I'll just take 10, whatever, bro. Maybe I'll draw a Gearhulk or a divide by 0. I don't think the Magma Opus, it's just too sus, it will have counter magic. Okay, nice, good draw. Okay, what now? They have trouble removing the 4/4, so you could just jump with the 4/4. Because I'm assuming this gets countered or something. I can activate Hold to block the Gearhulk if we get to attack with the Goblin Shaman. Is that fine? Can die to Magma Opus for 8, that's fine. Okay, they won't have the 8 mana. And then we beat Divide by 0 and counter magic and don't seem to have removal. We beat another Gearhulk even. They hit my treasure with a Prismari. If they do that, then we get to flush another Gearhulk and Magma Opus them. I don't think I've ever seen a coffee flavored candy like coffee flavored lollipops or gushers. Gusher. Żelka taka. Yeah, coffee flavored hard candy does exist. So if you've never seen that, then maybe you just look harder because clearly it's out there. Sokenzan. Okay. You do die to a burn spell, but there's no way they have a burn spell given their attack, right? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. But it's like, oh shit, I didn't notice the hole. What the fuck? They conceded? They didn't have the burn spell. What a deck. Caster wins. Have a Chandra in the sideboard. Hullbreaker Horror seems potent. Why is this deck playing Volcanic Spite? Like, it's not like you are looking to put away your Gearhulks, right? It's like, I think the only reason to play Volcanic Spite was the fact that you literally have to put back the Worm, but in this deck you don't really need to do that. I'm gonna kill Narsets. No, it's not why you're playing it. No, that's not the reason. It's not the starting assumption. Is there a better Walker removal? No, it's just not Walker removals. You don't play, like, this deck played Fire Prophecy before it got released. Don't gaslight me. Gas seems kind of medium. Narset maybe, but she's kind of sorcery speed. It's a good filter spell. It's not a good filter spell. It's a 2 mana, deal 3 damage. That's a bad raid in Pioneer. Too expensive to kill an elf effectively, but also doesn't reach Shouldered. Yeah, you might play different removal easily. I don't know how to sideboard in the mirror. We've got Divide by 0 for Shoulder. It's a pretty okay answer. I think Creativity kinda sucks. Probably don't need it, don't even want it maybe. Say it's an instant speed matchup. If we both have those cards, 10 counters. Yeah, it seems terrible actually. And we can play less removal. Like this. Now let's just have the impulses. There's no Shark Typhoon in this list, oddly. Maybe oddly, I'm not sure, maybe it's not odd. 4 Divide seems like too much. Alright. Maybe I'll have Narset on the play, but I'm on the draw. Nice draw. You try to play Sensor. Or make disappear is kinda wild, yeah. Full 4. It's not too bad, but it's also not too great. Maybe making a treasure is better here. Because we communicate to my opponent that they can tap out. But if they tap out, I tap out for Fable too. Which, you know, is bad because you're the second one to tap out for the Fable, but I don't have creativity in my deck, so set it to blue. I can't just attack and play Gearhulk, so that's, you know, a bit worrisome, but how do I like change the equation, Pioneer? Main deck playable for you? It's for sure is not main deck playable. For sure it is not. This deck plays DDT, right? No, 0 Dickfruta in my deck. I think some people do play 1. Makes sense. Alright, don't need 2 horrors, so I'll discard the non-grayscale one and I'll discard 1 Magma Opus. It's not particularly great. Playing 2, change the equation main in blue-white control. It's been good for me. I'm happy for you. You know that grayscale set? They should do that more often. Really, I think it did not succeed too much. In all honesty, probably wasn't that great of an idea. It's just gonna be a whole attack. Well... Another one. No. And no. Another impulse. No. It's a bit of a problem, this whole of the Storm Gigantes. Hmm. Do you think instead of grayscale only said they should do a whiteboard special set? Yeah. Magnum Opus, more like Schmagnum Schmopus. Okay. Sound pretty smart. They do attack, that's kinda weird. I'll trade. No attack with the Hull. Hola hola. Long gay. Funny. Okay, I can play the horror. It's possible they also can play the horror though. If they don't attack with the Hull. No, they can't. Nice. Mods, skip the song, please. A Gachi hater has appeared. Nice. They were short on mana to attack with Hull last turn. Raz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually true. Yeah, they were spending treasures. That's the reason. Sorry, I was looking at my phone, and what did you see? They discarded a Steam Vents, interestingly. They did not grab a sideboard card. Caraibe. Some dubious tweet. What was so dubious about it? Tell us. No nie ma opcji, że ma jeszcze jedno Divide by Zero albo Gearhulka w... Batman i Badman, dobre. Rasta. Wyrastam. Kurde, no Losia. Nieźle. Nieźle dajesz. No, no way, they don't have it now. Well, they have a Gearhulk by now, then I should probably not play my monster. Well, I have to play my monster. There's no alternative plays. I'm not gonna Otawara the Reflection. No, co jest kurwa? Combat? Okay. I guess that does kill me. So it's a little bit of a problem. But yeah, Creativity seems like an unplayable card in the matchup, so no desire to bring it back. We could cut a removal, but we did die to Fable, so I think I do want to have a removal, so I'll just resubmit. O, nie mogę spać, bo stolicą chowana. Ojebana. Chanderka dobrze, Fablaka na play. No może... Maybe I can cut a divide. Not divide, it makes appear. Kinda dubious though, but whoops, not that. Can try. What matchups is Creativity actually good in? I don't know. I've never played with this deck before, so I'm experiencing it for the first time. If we're gonna play, I can have Narset over the bounce spell. Bounce spell seems nice because it can bounce the cockroach. We've been experimenting with just straight up blue-red control with Siege Shark, no creativity. Who's we though? I'll share some other tweets. Alright, let's see what Chimbat shares. This is literally tofu. Relatable. Kurde, I guess I'll keep. Feels like creativity ends up being the bad card most of the time. Yeah. It is weird to me to creativity into a Gearhulk. But I also think that the card creativity is not actually all that good, and it also is a card that performs in many top tier decks across many formats, so chances are I'm actually incorrect here. The stuff also look at the food when you're preparing it. Well, when I cut chicken, then he's just always on the counter. And when I prepare food for them, they also are always ready. The forehand is so round and foldable. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. How does a forehead like this evolve, right? How many chickens do you think you've eaten in your lifetime? Many. It's pretty hard to estimate. Thousands. Hundreds? Maybe hundreds, not thousands. Well, 365, so 3 years is 1000 days, I believe 28, so 49, 9000 days. Probably thousands then. Eat some chicken wings, you have eaten like 10 chickens. Well, that kind of depends. Because, like, the rest of the chicken also goes somewhere. It's not like that you eat the wings and the rest is dropped. Okay, we drew a game plan card, good. Sure, but you rarely eat whole chickens, presumably. Well, yes, but if you eat... Well, it is true that, like, you can divide a chicken to be eaten across many people, and then, like, it's probably more truthful to weight your influence over the world, over the chickens, by how many full chickens have you consumed. rather than how many different parts of how many different chickens have you eaten. That's like probably a less useful metric. This is TOS. Well, why are you sending me a link? Seed release ritual, alchemy of the divine masculine. Embrace your power through sacred release. I don't know. I'm not. Probably not, but I don't know. Would those chicken even be alive if their purpose wasn't to be eaten by us? Yeah. It's a question for sure. Nie, no ma krewetę swoją. So what am I supposed to do? Play my own? I'm fucking dead now. Would a vegan be around if they had no one to complain to? Probably. I mean, if you just don't want to eat meat because you believe it's wrong, then you just cannot eat it. Like, from your perspective, you only learn of that. That's actually great, bro. You only learn of that if you just not... You don't experience that most of the time because you... You don't think of this as much, and if they just quietly don't eat meat in the peace of their own homes, then you just don't know about it. So, is there a clean answer to Hullbreaker Creativity? Well, he said clean. Divide by 0 is the best Hullbreaker Horror answer. Is Hullbreaker Horror legal in Standard still? It is, right? Feels like it rotated already. Alright, instant speed spell, let's go. Play Beast the instant speed spell. I will do. Well, what if they activate Hull? And I'm fucking screwed. They kill my shrimp. Ah, this is actually not a good attack. I cannot attack with the Hullbreaker Horror if I believe they can choose to activate the Hull, which they probably should. Not looking great though. Well, if I draw a spell, it's like I can lose on the next turn. If I draw an instant speed spell, I guess. If I draw Behold the Multiverse, I just can't lose. Is that not good in these decks? It's fine. Just why my opponent just played Aiden, which I also have in my deck. Okay, we won. Masz kurwa, krewetą, myk. Right, it's not that simple. Counter seems good post board. Yeah. Seems pretty hard to include Consider in your sideboard to combine with your Hullbreaker Horror, but it is a nice combo. Would be good to dig for a time too. Guess a disaster is if they cast Creativity and kill my Hullbreaker, but then we get another creature, it's fine. We have Divide by 0 for their monster. And if they don't draw with Teachings, that's good. Pamiętaj, cholero, nie dziel przez 0. Also, Reflection of Kiki-Jiki on the battlefield for straight 5 turns hasn't done anything. Nice card. Really ban-worthy and standard. No, I dealt 4 damage, I guess. Narset, partner of the Veils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kaiser, why do you stroke? It's not counterable. Oh, snap. That's true. Let's fix my mistake by bouncing it back to their hand. What about cutting creativity and play Consider? I'll play through that league and see how this deck feels. I have not played with this deck. I don't know anything about it. Don't have a solid opinion on these types of stuff yet. Zajebiste mam te spele, nie? Świetne, kurwa. Świetne, fuj. Can I even attack? I don't know. We have 3 minutes. Probably better off not attacking. I open myself to Den of the Bugbear. You should make it so the spells on the stack can become hexproof. They actually can. There's no reason why they wouldn't be. That's great. I don't know, but mono white seems like it has more potential. More than what? What are you talking about? Mono white deck is shit. I'm not like... Okay, it's not shit, but I'm not playing the mono white deck ever, and I don't care for it in the slightest. So it really doesn't matter to me. Why don't you like mono white? Because it's a bad deck. Let's keep 1 opus, 2 opus seems... Alright, I guess we keep 2 opus. Choice has been made for us. I think it's a cringe deck. Whenever I play it, I have a bad time. I don't win much. I also had a 36% win rate at Pity Philadelphia. Just all kinda... Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, osiem, dziewięć.
He's a phenomenal control player.
All kinda adding up to that. I wish they bring back wastes and incorporate them better into the standard metagame. Me too. Isn't it a Pepega aggro that can play for Brave the Elements? It doesn't even play Brave the Elements anymore. Doesn't even do that. Oh, do you have a 1-drop spell? Nice. Those Crevetta wars are just incredible. Do you think shrimp action is fun or not, chat? Because in like one way it's maybe a bit fun, but really it's kind of a like one of the worst magics to play maybe. Ja jestem sucha. Suchego karalucha. No, I mean shrimp on shrimp. Maybe that's wasteful, but seems like we have 1 minute. I don't know if you would love shrimp on shrimp. Like shrimp on shrimp is kinda lame. Can you get a translation for this song? You have to Google it. Either to bounce horror to counter divide. Well, I get to remove a creature this way, and with your proposed play, I would not get to remove a creature.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Mutu, thank you very much for 6 months of Prime. Alright, we won the mirror. I'm not sure if we would have won if like, not for the time difference. I think so, but the Crevetta action would still continue. Did I do a bounce predict? I did not. I'll just patiently wait. But this is just a standard ban announcement. Doesn't matter for normal people, really. Well, unless you are normal and you want to play standard, but it's gonna be... I mean, it's gonna be cool to look at, but... Murktide Pathway. Crazy shit. When is your format yearly bans? It's, I think, before Eldraine. So it's gonna be September? Somebody told me that. I don't remember. Maybe it's after Eldraine. It's around Eldraine for sure. I can't remember which direction. Don't quite remember the direction. After by a week or something, I thought. Okay. Alright, now they have 4 mana. I'll play Fable. Lol, no dig. Yeah, some people play dig in this deck. I don't have a dig. Because I copied the winner. If I were to build a deck myself and I would have put a thought into that, I would have played one dig. Do you think they will unban DN? What's DN? It would be funnier if BNR announcement be only changes the Mythos is unbanned. Funnier if the BR announcement be only change be
He's a
Mythos is
phenomenal
unbanned, or that the
control
fake
player.
red ban post just happened
Torrential
to be
Gearhulk.
correct by chance. That would be both humorous. These Meathook massacres, okay. Should I Indomitable Creativity the treasure? I don't think so. I don't know, maybe with an extra land I'll do that. So I can have like me disappear on top of that. The Memory Deluge, we can... If you divide by 0 a flashback spell, what happens? Does it get exiled or does it... It's exiled? You sure, bros? It does get exiled if you remand it. But it's not the same wording. Let's spend the make disappear while we can. Flashback says if it would go to another zone, it gets exiled. Okay, in that case, I believe you. Yeah, Fat Yoshi knows. Actually, I probably should have flashed Gearhulk to make Magma Opus instead of Magma disappearing. I didn't realize I could do that. Got too caught up in thinking of what happens if I divide or not divide. Tark Shaifun, okay. I'll rectify my mistake now. No, Cling to Dust! Fuck me. We had an opening last time, but not now. Cling to Dust. Oh, kurde. Well. Oh, Cling to Dust. It was so bad. Don't do anal. 15 is 7 plus 7 plus 1, so technically different, so let's ping. Pamiętaj cholero. Nie dziel przez 0. Yo, why is this deck playing Indomitable Creativity? Maybe there's gonna be a situation where it's gonna shine, but it's kinda puzzling so far. I guess queued twice into counterspell decks, but... Was there a version of this deck that didn't play it? Was there just blue-red control? I think so. I think that existed. Narseta, no dawaj kurwa, Narsetę, cofam ci ją. And yeah, if we just resolved the Magma Opus, we probably would have been fine, so we kinda walked into that. Because creativity equals broken, people play it, yeah. I think it's kinda cringe in this deck though. When will you learn if this resolves? There was blue-red control with Narsets and Wheels. Okay, but wasn't there a blue-red control with just Gearhulks, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure people play the deck like this a little bit. Torrential Gearhulk. Tournament Pioneer. 2017 to 2017. Magma Opus. Cannot search for no creativity though. Yeah, this was just no creativity. (2021) just blue, red, green. Somehow splashing Growth Spiral, I guess. Is there not a better card than Magma Opus? I mean, Magma Opus is pretty good, so I don't know. Maybe there isn't. Stroke's looking kind of bad against their deck, TBH. We need 2 more cards, could be Stroke, Creativity. Yeah, Impulse. I mean, just Magma Opus is it's a pretty strong effect, as also self-enabling, that's the point of it. Maybe like this, 1 creativity, cheeky little creativity to punish tap outs. More Hullbreaker, pause for mirrors, but opponent brought the considers. Sure. Have you ever had Lignum? I thought it was okay, just got it for the meme though. What are you talking about? Yeah, you don't need Volcanic Spite, we talked about this. There seems to be little point in playing that, so... I've seen a list with Fading Hopes instead, and that made sense. TBH. Answers the Fable token, answers like anything for temporarily, I guess. Answers elves better. Yeah, Fotsies. Lignum Red Blend. Total Wine and more. $20. Shipped to California, out of stock. Lignum. This is so funny that it's called Lignum. I'm literally dying from laughter. Good for the lols. How was it? Describe taste. Tastes like wine. Chad, do you like sweet wine or do you like dry wine? Discuss. Don't like wine, I hate wine. Dry. I like sweet wine because it's sweet and I like everything that's sweet, but I also like semi-dry white wine. A little bit though. Dry wine, ... Sweet wine is juice. And what do you have against juice? Like, that's the best thing for me. If I make Magma Opus into a treasure, let's say I do, then if I draw a land, they cannot play Magma Opus because I get to they cannot play like 4 mana end of turn draw spell because I get to Magma Opus. Juice is kinda mid. Oh wow. We have 3 basics in the deck for Field of Ruin purposes. Being British and not drinking is like being French not wearing a beret. I don't think French people actually wear berets. IRL too much. I didn't know it's like such a British thing to drink because it's also such a Polish thing to drink. But vodka is also such a probably everywhere. It's just a It's true around the globe, I guess. To kurwa rekina wstawiasz? Any French in the chat? Good question. I mean, the British culture is big for you because you live in it. But like the Polish drinking culture is big for me because I lived in it. Maybe that's not true. What do I do with this Prismari Command? It doesn't do anything. Do you not enjoy vodka? No, I hate vodka. It's bitter, poisonous, kind of no upside. Low upside, how downside? Did you try vodka with sugar? I drank vodka with Coca-Cola or Pepsi, but it just makes your Pepsi worse. Just make your Pepsi have a alcoholic, bitter aftertaste. So as you like downgrading your drink. No i co mi kurwa, no kontrujesz mi Prismari, po chuj, wiesz, ta karta nic nie robi. What if I divide by 0 my Prismari? Let's do it. I'm getting impatient. Wow, Pepsi can get worse, yeah. Big L for me. Gin tonic minus Milano Torino minus Negroni. I've got no idea what's that. I mean, it's clearly some kind of a drink, but I don't know what's that. I had for a few years I had a bottle in my closet, which was a bottle of Martini Fiero, and I mixed it with something that was good. I think it was like red orange juice, but seemed like too much trouble. How about Żubrówka? It's the same shit. Fucking quenches are so terrible, bro. It's insane. This card is so bad. I'm so mad that I'm playing it. I'm more mad about quench. Ash, what? Sure? Let's do this and they fight over with me and then I go Opus Gearhulk, kill them. Also they played Drown the Lock. I would lose to the hall. Doubt Drown of Yoi no Yo Gire. Huh? They did play Drown the Lock in game 1. That's why I said that I deck is a Drown the Lock deck. I play against Zirda Downwaker. So what is my opponent's plan if I, for example, wrong lane, whatever. But maybe I draw hole, it's fine. It's actually better to play this because saving 2 life doesn't matter against Zirda. What does my opponent do? Oh, it's blue-white? Canister see you in Athens? I will be in Athens, yeah. I'll also bring a Sharpie with me, so if you want your card signed in Athens, I will have means of doing that. 3 blue decks in a row, yeah. Can you just borrow a Sharpie from Mengu? I don't know if he's qualified. Zirda and blue-white, so you just... Is there any sacrifices? Maybe sideboard? Will I have Logovsky in Athens? Probably not. Will I have Logovsky ever again? Tricky. Yeah, you cannot play Portable Hall. In a major tournament, what would you play in Pioneer? I'm playing in DreamHack Dallas and still uncertain of what deck I should play. I'm gonna play Rakdos Sacrifice or Lotus Field, most likely. Oh, no temporary lockdown with Zira, that's true. Whatever, yeah, sure resolves. What's on the docket after Canny? I don't know what that means. On the docket, what's planned after? Maybe I play the Rona deck for a league, maybe I play Lotus Field. You would like Control 2 if it is good. It's not. Draw 3 with the card. Every time I see blue-red Hull creativity, I don't know how this deck can win anything. Same, bro, honestly. This game. This league. I mean, I just play blue decks and not fully representative of how Pioneer is, but... Change the equation doesn't counter Magma Opus Lamao. Yeah. The limitation kinda limiting, in fact. Kinda surprising how many spells there are that you don't get to counter. Creativity. They probably have veto if I had to guess. There is a chance they have that. They have 6 spells in hand. No dawaj tego rekina. Could make a bigger board, but it's bad into Verdict. Maybe it's okay. Maybe I can discard and play Gearhulk. That way I get them to Verdict and I can Creativity my treasure. Make another treasure, Creativity 2 treasures. No, seems better. I like firing Opus. Well, for sure I'll cast an Opus. Undoubtedly. Just thinking if I'm gonna do it via a Gearhulk or not. Also, it is interesting that the Magma Opus powerful like Prismari spell that you cast for 8 mana is actually an elephant. Yet the token that we get is some kind of an elk, deer. Don't be a opusy. Good one, good one. Certainly has been coming through my mind too. Lasting. Lasting is such a funny word. And has a funny sound to it. Can you add a 20 minutes countdown on the stream for the announcement? No. Why don't you just make it like a 20-minute video introducing your cats? The internet loves cats. How would I announce them? How would that look like? I would be like, this is Buka. This is Tofu. Alright, that was like, what, 5 seconds maybe? Put them in a box, tape it shut, and pretend they came in the mail. That's a bit, yeah, sure. That's good. Cat is looking at something, yeah. Ask Mango to do a 1-card unbanned for Pioneer. Why? You ask Mango, why do I have to do your job? Put peanut butter in their mouth so it looks like they're taking like they do to horses. I don't know that tactic. Tell me more about it. Can you drop and play a real deck? No, I want to play with this deck because I want to know what is the deal with it. Really? That was like worthwhile of countering? That was worth countering? I will verdict 3 Gearhulks, and I don't know how do I win after that, but how do you have to do it? I mean, I get a lot of cards, so. Where's my RC in 2 weekends? God, Prismari is so mid too. Why do I have to hate everything? Like, people just have so much joy playing with shitty cards. They're winning tournaments too, but like I just can't. I see a Prismari Command in my hand and I just cringe so hard. I can borrow a Sharpie from Mr. Cancer in Athens and sing more cards just so no wing face, yeah. Farewell. Goodbye, board. Zirda, no, daj pierdolił mi Zirdę. It's not even Pioneer specific. Kurwa, no ja pierdolę, jak to tapowanie denerwuje. Dobra, 3, 1, okej. Tap, tap, whatever, okej. Pay. Why are you playing Warspine, Wurman, Zenegas? Well, because this deck won the Valencia tournament, I wanted to finally take it for a league. I have not had an opportunity to do so previously. And certainly a slightly successful deck in Pioneer, so felt like playing with it will be useful. The Worm Wincon is actually even worse against... It's like much worse against blue-white, like this is gonna be fine, possible when you get to cut creativities, we just play blue mirror. I mean, Lantern is like semi-playable, by which I mean that you can play it and you can actually win matches with it, but it's not particularly powerful. You'd prefer to watch a plant grow than watch this matchup? Well, then I am sorry that I cannot provide you with any plants for your viewing pleasure. Seems like we're gonna be winning this game though. I don't know if I want to cast the Prismari Command, filter the creativity, probably. I was about to shock myself. 10-hour league, a little bit, yeah. Sure. Not even taking advantage of the multi-castle production. Turret. Opponent counter 2 Prismari Commands this match. Should activate Mutavault, but I forgot. Leją geja, no niedobrze. Nieprzyjemnie. Shark Typhoon seems like a card you could play in this deck, yeah. Do you like the movie Back to the Future? Watched it recently. By which I mean 1.5 years ago. I didn't like it all that much. Like, it was fine, but not... I wouldn't say I liked it much. Yeah, you could splash Opus, you don't need to play red, that's true. But also, like, I don't know why I would want to play, like, Gearhulk in general, necessarily. Yeah, I know I can roam it, Rumage. You want to creativity against aggro decks like few months? Yeah, probably. Since we played against the third blue matchup in a row, we felt like we don't, but... Because I have no desire to just play a deck that like is a control deck and Pioneer that tries to play 6 mana Gearhulk. That doesn't make much sense. Even though he like turned into that postboard against other blue matchups, because that makes sense within like our 75 cards, right? It's not a deck I would like to build. Bo wiedzie biały węgorz. Prairie Stream, nice. How is the divide by zeros doing in the deck? Pretty good. Could play Fable, it's mana efficient. They can have veto, they can have censor, they can't have rewind. I mean, if this resolves, it's omega good for me right here, so whatever. I'll play it. Change the equation. Oh yeah, they had that. It's not like they have a punishment right now for 4 mana sorcery. Did I win game 1? I did win game 1 in the end. They ran out of cards and died. Flooded, eventually. If I go for a end of turn portal cast, then I do actually get shreked by rewind and I feel sad. But if I don't hold up 2 mana and they just play Teferi, that's also not good. Biały węgorz. Maybe I don't cast Portal. Maybe I don't cast Behold now. Sensors makes appears too, maybe. Dispute. Koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan. Bo wiedzie biały węgorz. Nice cards. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy Emperora gram. Check your pose, bro. What about it? Yeah, it's not too good. Let's straighten up then. Am I vibing with a deck? Not really. But it does feel like I got trapped in a blue-white hell. They control hell. Hallowed Moonlight in Pioneer. Oh, target. Before it's Typhoon. Is Dig for Time a broken card, chat? Or is it just a card? It's kind of just a card. I mean, I did play it for 4 mana. Broken is contextual. Yeah, sure. I always kind of thought blue-white control was kind of shitty, but the conversion rate at the tournament this weekend where 33 people played it and 1 made day 2 is kind of crazy. No, that's just normal. The control players are used to that. They're gonna play it regardless. Just how it is. I'd really like to have some Typhoons on my own, my deck. Like, I'm kind of dead to their Typhoons. Can you refresh the ban announcement page so you get the information as soon as possible? Somebody's gonna post it in the chat as soon as it's there. Blue players were promised super cards next year. When was that? What are you referring to? I must have missed something. More powerful counter spells. More powerful than make disappear? Oh no. Hey, that's actually great. Mana Train in Pioneer. Yeah, sure, Da Vinci. Have I been to Athens before? Is it nice? I have not been to Athens before. It probably is nice. I'm gonna spend a week there. What kind of person do you believe is attracted to this deck? I mean, if you like blue spells, counter spells, then that's a way to play the blue spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, they won't have any more counter spells. Will you play MTGO the Parthenon? No. I'll play them in the tournament halls. Whatever that is. Kurde, no ma countera jeszcze. I to jeszcze Rewinda poniżającego. Kiedy lecisz? We wtorek. Feel smart, but actually just playing reaction with I then B. I mean, you'd play games, like, if you like playing with mana leaks, and this is like the deck that plays mana leaks. Sana Champagne, requested by Saint Nutritious. Damn. This would be a Riemann deck. Well, would? It is. Hate Riemann, wow. That would be crazy. When should the ban announcement release? Any minute, bro. When Cancer plays Divide by Zero, I am always reminded of him making fun of me when I asked him to review the card. Yeah, you were. Certainly had more foresight on that one than I did. It's pretty common, I think, that Mark says, hey, what about this card that you have not reviewed? And I say, like this shitty card, it's so bad, there's no way it's gonna be playable, and then it's actually playable. Ktoś tu disuje mnie, niech gada co chce. We should ban creativity, and what format? And what for? The last modern banned card was Yorion. Was over a year ago, probably? Maybe less. Alright, bro, I'm not fucking around. Counter this. No, they have the counter. Oh no, we got quenched. It's literally me. Me when I get quenched, yeah. Spike playing mono red creativity, good for him. Ah, the sharks, they're just overpowering. Why is no one concerned with how fast Fire Prophecy was powercrept by Volcanic Spite? Yeah. Is there like a fast shuffle license, like you go for the DMV for a Yorion test? Should be. Looks fun, lol. You think this is the best version of creativity? I don't think that now. I probably should go Prismari Command you 2 and make it treasure. I don't know why I did what I did. That was actually pretty bad. Putback makes appear because there is no chance it's ever gonna do anything. I don't know. Could play Fable. Okay, I think I made a horrible play here, not making the treasure with Prismari Command. That was so bad. What happens if they resolve the fairy? Like, I guess I die. Which is not good. Death is not so good. These rounds are too long for Athens gaming. Certainly that's a downside, yeah. I mean, I will not play against the blue mirror every round, but... But what if I do? Yeah, rewind, kurwa, no. Ja pierdolę, to jest jakieś poniżające ten rewind, jak ci zagrywa chłop. Się czujesz jak śmieć najgorszy. Why do people play rewind? To do what they just did to me. It's pretty good against end of turn and try to overload your mana tricks. Pretty picture, you think it's pretty? The lighting is interesting on it, I guess, for sure. Does the word rewind exist before VHS cassettes? Probably. It's a nice juxtaposition, in your opinion. Feels to me like you just really wanted to say the word juxtaposition, though. I'll divide Narset, why not? They're gonna rewind me. No, not yet. That's actually my grandfather in rewind. Okay. Really? Torrential Gearhulk is just such a cool card. It's pretty cool. If you like instants. Gearhulk looking like a big frog on this art. Are you sure? Cannister said no
He's
changes
a
to any form
phenomenal
except
control
standard,
player.
right? They posted?
Hello 12 months.
That's what I said, yeah. Most likely. Big frog. It doesn't really look like a frog to me, but maybe. I guess if you think of the heads as eyes, then I can see that. Is that Commodore Gaff under a wind artwork? I don't know, maybe. I haven't thought of that. Gociano, thank you very much for the subscription. Sack the fairy, make sure that the fairy dies. Have I seen the bannings though? I have not, no. Mutavault is so cool. Is it? If I get disputed here, I would have cried. Prismari Command is so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Another instance where Volcanic Spite is better than Lightning Bolt. Okay. No, mi że wyjebałeś mi, pamperka, okay. Next Rossab is Gearhulk. Unless they feel of ruin me. Celestus. Okay. Good thing we have the Prismari Command for that. Damn, the Celestus is so cool. They have Comet Memory in hand. I think they have a Celestus on the battlefield for sure. I don't know about Comet to Memory. Well, I should have flashed the Gearhulk before they drew a card. Maybe I just don't flash it yet. Like, I don't know. They have the castle, so they will wreck me if I just wait. Cuny, I used to play Celestus. I wanted to play Celestus in my standard deck. Red, black, Reanimator. But nobody else did, so we got it. I'll just hold the Gearhulk. I don't know. Maybe just gonna be better times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blue castle, but you can scry your table neighbor's deck. Discuss. I don't get that. What does that do? They do have Comet to Memory. I got Flashback Memory. Okay. How did you know that? How did you know they have Comet to Memory, bro? Also, why people make fun of Castle Vantress so much? It's fine. No, I don't have a deck. It's the next big standard even Worlds. I don't think Worlds format has been announced. Bro, so all of my cards are useless. It's very bad if my opponent plays into my impulse like that, and I'm probably gonna get deviled, but I can't kill the devil with the impulse anyways. It was terrible. It's like good to just do it anyways, yeah. So how do you enable creativity? You go Fable, Prismari Command, or Magma Opus, I guess. Oh wow, this deck really just fails to impress me in practice. They're playing a band card, yeah. Oh, just straight up pacing Kiki. Open mana, who cares? They know 2 cards from my hand. I know USC have Fire Impulse, they do, yeah. No, it does make sense they did it. Do I die to the devil? Is chat disappointed with this list? Chat is very negative towards the list. I think a little bit overly so, but also a little bit deserved. Wait, you mean ban list? Or the creativity list that we're playing? This is allergic to making changes to Modern Pioneer, it seems. The changes to Modern Pioneer are gonna be happening during the scheduled announcement. This was a standard only one, like they literally has been said. And people are like, oh bro, no red and 6 ban if they're insane in the membrane. What are you talking about? August 7th. Well, August 7th is the annual. It's gonna be the annual ban announcement. It's gonna be on August 7th this year. I don't know if it's gonna be August 7th every year. What's the Tyrant of Pioneer? I don't know. Sorry, Buka. Raz, dwa. Raz, dwa, trzy. 4, 5, 6. My heuristic to whether a format needs a ban is, would you recommend that format to somebody? I mean, I don't know. It's like, would you recommend somebody to play standard when they like play in the standard PT or not? We're the same for 2 years at this point. That's not true for Pioneer, but that's also the point. Would you recommend someone to play Vintage? Yes, certainly. I mean, I enjoy it, so. I mean, deck-wise, and I say that that's not true. I understand that you mean deck-wise, but like, what else-wise? Would you recommend someone to buy a paper vintage deck? No. I mean, general gameplay quality-wise, sure. I mean, sure. General gameplay quality-wise feels like it doesn't mean much. No już, no umieram, rozumiem, no. I guess not so good. This against FODC this. The white one here is kinda weak unless Cyborg Shoulderheads, but I don't think many people do that. Makes appear a scare filler, it can be pretty bad once they get a treasure or we want anger over it. Some counters, I don't know. It's pretty bad, I think. I'll keep this. Great song. It's certainly a song. I'm also 6. It's actually bad if I draw Manland into Fastland. So I should have led on Spirebluff Canal. Why did people stop playing the combo creativity version Pioneer? They didn't. They haven't. They keep playing it. They're also playing this deck too. Those are just different decks. They actually have relatively little in common. I think they're perceived as like a similar deck and similar players play it. But I don't think they actually have like all that much in common. But yeah, it does seem like people are playing like it is possible that people are playing less of the Worm deck. I've played against it in leagues as far as close as yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but few days ago. What do I think about the Rona deck that Matnas played in the Pioneer Challenge? Any chance to see that play that on stream? Yeah, I might play it today. Seems pretty bad, honestly, but there is enough to check it. It's your birthday. Yeah, the song was age restricted, so we couldn't listen to Happy Right version. But actually, yeah, I will play the Rona deck after this deck, so that's gonna be the second league for the day. It's gonna be the Rona deck. It might be interesting to see. A pretty odd deck, but curious nonetheless. Will we see a Thoughtseize here? I would rather not. Ganta? Okay. Nice. Thing is, I don't have spells to flashback. It's gonna make 2 Gearhulks and they don't really do anything. I mean, still seems good. Presumably. We are Gearhulking. Spikefield hazard face, by the way. You see a pair of Torrential Gearhulks. Okay. Fable's gone. What now, Giganta? Impressive. Copying to cast more creativity. We can't. Gearhulks flashback instance. If Crashing Footfalls made 2 Gearhulks instead of 2 Rhinos would be better. Yeah. Pretty silly question. Gearhulks don't have trample. Okay. Have you ever Gearhulked a Nexus of Fate? No, but I know of this quest, let's say. Do you think the pair of Gearhulks have explored each other's bodies? What do you mean? Do you know what BC 5556 is? Oh, we have a Magma Opus. It's nice to bounce against. I don't know. It's nice to bounce against Daily Disputes. Kinda, but also not really. Your first 4 seasons next week. Smiley face. Cool. Cool beans. Alright, that seems better. You just get to kill the 3-2 instead of the 1-1. 4 seasons of what? That's a good question. Have you realized that there is 4 tiny people on the platform inspecting the Torrential Gearhulk? It's actually massive. Or if it's actually a regular sized Gearhulk and the people that are small. No, it's how I tell you it is. Let's go. 2 lands. What do you think about this deck, Canny?
He's a
It's
phenomenal
not going super well
control
for me.
player.
Can't wait for my Prime sub. Having too good of a time here. Keep it up.
Thank you, Dr. Raptor. But it's good because I like sacrifice, so losing to sacrifice makes me feel like sacrifice is great, and I guess you can do that, yeah. Sack is a good deck, yeah, Sack is a solid deck. Especially with Fotz's main, it's just Sack is just mid-range now, so that's like all the upsides of mid-range really. You're given the jumpstart cure art painting, but you had to hang it over your bed for the rest of your life. Would you accept the painting? No, because that sounds like a thing that could backfire in a weird way. Yeah, Fotz's main just makes the deck so much better. Just can't believe I never did that, because it's so obvious, right? But I guess Fotz's being great against Boros is kind of like what pushes you to think that that's something that you should ever do. More quenches, huh? Hacking Love makes appear. You get to play Fotz's, you get to play Expressive Iteration. Broken Casualty or Mutavault, I can, yeah. I think I would be the casualty then. It's weird, I thought Rakdos decks had the most of the auto-includes in Pioneer, what? So new Shana Time list, maybe the better is it combo control list? Honestly, maybe. I mean, the Time Walks are kinda sus, I think. They're very expensive cards. There's no card, right? Yeah. Yeah, not that having free Shana is better than having free Gearhulks. Kind of same thing. I think it matters relatively little between those two. Just activate then. Bro, do it. Click on it. No, I'll play another devil or Fable. It's pretty. Alright, let's finish the league. Let's go 2-3 with this deck. We won it. We won the mirror. We lost against 2 control decks. We lost against Sacrifice. Let's top it off by, I don't know, playing as mono green maybe or something like that. That would be cool. This is a keep or not? Is everyone off red white all of a sudden? Yeah, it had a poor weekend at Valencia. Still top 8 at challenges a few times. It seems like the height of the popularity of that deck is over, maybe? Are you playing Stern Lessons? I do not. Stern Lesson would make this deck like smoother for sure. The Stern Lesson versions are definitely smoother. Is that a factor on whether you keep this or not? Let's say I keep. Yes, the person casts Gearhulk, you can target it to destroy it with creativity. There's also versions of this deck with Sublime Epiphany. I mean, that helps with the late game. But if you have Stern Lesson, you can also discard those cards to set up for your Gearhulk. Why the Opus deck has better finishes than Wurm/Atraxa? Well, maybe it's a better deck. 1-3 is this deck bait? No, I just fucking suck and I go 1-3 with every deck, bros. Deck is not bait, although I don't like this version. But it also plays kinda lame. Wouldn't Mykosin Gardens be a good addition to Black Red Sack? Well, playing 22 lands, 4 man lands. I'm not necessarily looking to play a utility land, more utility lands, especially colorless ones. So I'm not really looking for that. I would sooner probably play Castle Lochthwain than Mykosin Gardens. Oh yeah, Mutavault would be also fine. Not gonna make the tokens, I don't care. But Mutavault is also not great because it really doesn't pay for much. You can pay for Daily Dispute, or Mayhem Devil, or Fable, that's kinda it. Pretty bad actually. Decent draw. I mean, Magma Opus doesn't even kill the Shouldered, so what am I even doing here? Should I make the Sokenzan tokens or keep the treasure? Let's keep the treasure. Invoke Despair and Pioneer is also a black card. That's lots of black. Torrential Gearhulk again. No, I'm gonna play the Gearhulk, not the Gearfrog. The Chainwheel red-black deck is mid if anyone wanted to know, lol. I don't even know what that is. Although I've seen a standard deck from back when Chainwheeler was legal, played by Arne Huschenbeff at a GP, I think. It was a Grixis deck with 4 Chainwheelers, 3 Aether Hubs, and 4 Ferret Pools. And it's made me sad. Tapping Shoulder so they don't get to attack with a removal spell. Like this Abrade. Glorybringer, Chainwheeler. No pathway, that's so rough. What am in a Bruin? Sia Jezusie. Been thinking about playing 2 Claim the Firstborn. Well, I'm playing 2 Claim the Firstborn too. The card is pretty bad. I think it's pretty bad. What do we do about this Joldred? I mean, I probably just bounce it in their turn. I don't know if I want to attack. 16. I think I do. Oh, I should bounce it upkeep, I think. Why you play pre-combat, Harvester? This Magma Opus gonna be fire. Magma Opus literally kills me. I'll Gearhulk divide Joldred. Power Word Cringe. Why did they attack though? So the Hall. Very fearful. Well, I can just bounce with Gearhulk and then play Opus still, right? That sounds better to me. Just playing 8 mana instants in Pioneer. Tap double black. I'll tap the Manlands. Can't have more mountains anyway, so it doesn't matter. Tap double black, it doesn't do anything. They didn't play land last turn. This deck has an impressive turn for the first time in its life. I literally just tapped 8 mana to cast an 8 mana spell, while my opponent played a Liliana and didn't even minus her, which is puzzling. Alright, we won. Next appear seems pretty poor against Rakdos, except that it counters Fables on the draw, so I guess I'll keep it for that reason. It's pretty easy to become bad late in the game. Maybe that's just evergreen for the card. I do use mana traders. I am in fact I have a mana traders code if you would like to subscribe to their service. Code Menguchi. Well, that's not the code. Let's have the 3 damage sweepers against them. Prismari Command looking bad. Let's go -1. Maybe they're gonna have like a licensers. I don't know. Maybe it's got Volcanic Spites for being bad. So yeah, chat, did the standard announcement excite you? Did it change your feelings in any way? You're feeling something new? Makes appear looks pretty bad on the draw. think it looks better on the draw than it does on the play. Because on the draw you counter Fable, then you play your own, right? On the play, what do you do with it? I guess just like they have less mana to pay for stuff, but I don't know. I would like to see again a format without Sholdred. Well, can play Modern. Pretty terrible here. Although a few people had Sholdred in their sideboards in Mana Traders, so maybe not even that is safe. It's a matter of time. And that is not real, we have been collectively Mandelaed. But I played in the PT, right? I traveled to Minneapolis to play in the PT. Canister, if you travel to Minneapolis to play in the PT, then where is the episode of Minneapolis Vlogovski? It's a good point. Are you excited with the ban announcement? No, I'm not gonna play much standard. It's fine. But Dreadbore? It's a card you have postboard against me? Oi oi oi! Exclamation mark song. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V Season 1 opening theme. I don't think that's it. Seems some kind of a mistake. Opeth Harvest. It's harvest time. X2. Opeth slaps. I like Opeth. Who requested this? It's part of the song queue playlist, song playlist, chat playlist, stream playlist. When people don't request songs, so the answer would be I put it in there, I guess. Alright, we did some impressive things now. See, the deck is not bad, it's just not built in a way where it's useful against, where it's reasonable against blue matchups. So it looked kinda awkward because of that, but very temporary oriented. I mean tempo oriented, maybe. This is also a 3-hour league. Not that much, I guess, for a league of Mono, but I wonder if Ginger would say this is a bad deck, though. That's kind of my barometer for telling if a deck is good or not. Extinction Event, what the fuck? This is not something I expected, but it actually lined up pretty well. Wow, crazy. They took my other Gearhulk. I'm actually screwed. Wow, what the heck? I'll let them draw an extra with the Bankbuster. I think I want to use Prismari to kill the flipped Fable and the Bankbuster. Even if it will let them use Bankbuster, get the treasure, get the pilot, and draw. I think your Mana Trader's code is expired. Snap. Alright, I'll update it immediately. I'm not sure why they have to make the codes expire, but they do expire. Canister L plus ratio 56. It's time to slam. Alright, one extra place where I want to update the code. We go to Twitch, channel. It's gonna be good. Another duress. Caramba. Bloodlight Harvester, Tyrant of Standard. So insane to me that they had an extinction event there. I'm also looking super stupid with my bounce spell. Maybe I should bounce the pilot. Looking for action. Let's look for action. That's not action. Quenches, huh? Well, I hit for 7 is maybe okay. Then if we draw another spell, we can double spell with divide by 0. That sounds good. Your move. They're at 7 now. It's gonna be harder for them to activate castle. They have to account for Hall of the Storm Giant somehow. Could have divided by 0 on something and then cast Mascot Exhibition maybe. That was a play too. We have a Joldred. It's not perfect. 2 free mana. A Graveyard Trespasser, which brings them to 8. This is not convenient. I would like to draw a free damage sweeper, probably. Bounce Joldred, sweep the small guys. They did not go to 9, 8. With Trespasser, they exiled a spell. Would they exile? Prismari Command? Prismari Command, yeah. Which is a bit weird to me. But I guess it makes a bit of sense. Let's go. Spirebluff Canal. Kurde no. Niezła karta. Can't really do anything. If I do this, I mean I get do this maybe. Nice. I don't know if I'll have the strength in me to play the second league today. This one is very sleepy indeed. Dead. We have the Mutavault, so I guess we dead to Shouldered if they exile a creature. They failed to exile a creature last turn, so maybe they will not, but probably they will. It does feel like it's so many hours, and like also the way we lost this game, that extinction event was just insane. Did you expect that? Did you think it was normal to happen for them to have extinction event? Like I guess it does match up, kinda, with both Gearhulks and the tokens being even, and the free drops being odd. It's something that you can maybe line up sometimes, but it seems nonsensical. Like most of the creatures in Rakdos are also even, and you play extinction event because it's good against odd creatures out of mono green. No, don't kill me, opponent. No, I want to live. Alright, the exiled creature, and we lost the most pathetic game. Scud make disappear because it's absolute ass against Thoughtseize always. Spite, I don't know, Narset, Chandra. It's not like Chandra is any good against any of the cards they play. Fading Hope is also kind of a low impact card. It does deal with Shouldered. Maybe one Hullbreaker Horror, but does not sound like that it would be the case, so I'll submit this way. Like the Lobster Horror against Rakdos? Just as a way to have more big monsters. It does cost 7 mana. So much. If they keep 2 mana removal, it actually has the potential of being just horrible. Which I don't remember. Yeah, we did see 2 mana removal, right? In the second game. I don't know if I should keep this. It's good against Duress. Sort of. We do get to make our land drops. Deserved. I should play Mutavault to deal 2 damage if they play Bankbuster on 2. Giga punished. +2 life for my opponent. Which is why I'm doubling down by playing a mountain, but Stormcarved Coast. But yeah, Magma Opus here. Good draw. We'll try not to discard it this turn, not to let a Trespasser punish me, I guess. Which would be bad for me if I don't draw a creativity. If I do draw a creativity, but the same time, I could also use Otawara on the Goblin Shaman. Or maybe Joldred. If I discard now, oh, it's tough. Or I'll discard because of Otawara, because I feel like doing something is actually pretty positive. But if they punish me with Trespasser, I'll be slightly sad. Kroxa discarded. Just Kroxa. That means that their head is pretty okay, which is a problem. Okay. If that means it's Thoughtseize into Trespasser, then that's horrible for me. Sure hope it's not. Don't trespass me now. Trespasser. On licensors. Not using it though. That's a bit awkward not to use it. Now you can't use it, so it's kind of locked. It's not great for me, of course, but you know, I think they should have just tapped their hairs, but... What do I think of playing the Gearhulk and attacking for 5? It's not particularly like a winning plan. Ay, caramba. Does Mutavault attack? It probably does. Seems relatively free to attack. I have Brotherhood Zen in my deck, would be not bad to draw. Having the Hullbreaker Horror would have been better against Hairs too, as it's a threat that does not require the graveyard in any manner. Maybe that could be solid. That chat, by the way. Everyone literally died in the presence of Gearhulk. I should have played it 2 turns ago. I'll just play the Gearhulk, let it die and move on. Sublime Epiphanies. Counter spell, trigger or activate ability, return permanent, create a token that's a copy, draw a card. Okay, that card looks good. I mean, not quite dead, technically, right? So I don't feel justified in scooping, but let's look up decks with Sublime Epiphany in them. Sublime Epiphany. Tournament, user, pioneer, search. Two Epiphanies, and they have 4 Stern Lesson. No divide by zeros, only 2 quenches, some negate. Okay, this looks just much better. I think I just... Well, congrats to the guy for winning the list, but like this list has all the cards I've been missing. The Shark Typhoons, Stern Lessons. Doesn't have divide by zeros, but the divide by zero plays really badly. Sounds okay in theory, it plays super badly in practice to me. I don't know if you in the chat had a different experience with it. If anyone in the chat had. Are we still in this league? Yeah.